I'm just Ricky Mac, and we're back to a new Gravity Falls episode review. And if you're in this last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next 2 episodes of Season 2 of Gravity Falls. And yeah, we start with another really good one. And it starts with these really cool clouds that Dipper and Mabel and Wendy and her friends are looking at. Which, yeah, it's really cool to see Dipper and Mabel being able to join and with Wendy's friends. And then we see this balloon, which apparently is this festival that is happening. And Wendy shows of all these different groups that is going to be coming to this festival. And one that's even called Love God. And yeah, Dipper saying that he's never really been to a concert like this. And yeah, we just see one of the guys about to lick this very gross sponge. Like, yeah, very gross. And then they hear some noises, which they see it coming from this open grave. And apparently, yeah, when they get one of them to go over and look and start screaming, they just see that it's Robbie. Like, they thought there was actually something serious, but no, it's Robbie. And he's moaning. Yeah, he's moaning about Wendy. And yeah, of course, Wendy is like, we have been finished for such a long time now. How are you still moaning over me? And yeah, they just find this very uncomfortable at this point. And yeah, Mabel just sees how miserable Robbie is. And Mabel really wants to be able to help Robbie. But of course, Dipper is like, we're finally in a group. Now that Robbie is not in the group, and you shouldn't mess with stuff like this. And even showing this chart, which, yeah, again, Mabel is just really wanting to help Mabel is really wanting to help Robbie, if I could just speak today. But yeah, wanting to help Robbie, and yeah, this vulture is coming at him, and yeah, Mabel keeping all the different pieces of gum in her mouth, which, yeah, is pretty gross, I would say, even after they lost their taste. But, yeah, she's gonna find a way to be able to help. And, yeah, because she's the perfect matchmaker. And, yeah, we actually see that girl that, you know, Seuss has been going with. I love that they are still together. Well, video chatting, I guess we could say. Right? Video chatting with each other. I was really hoping that they would, you know, be able to still video chat with each other. That's very happy to see. And yeah, we see Waddles and this goat. And yeah, we see Grunkle Stan just putting this clown wig on this Yeti. And then he sees these hot air balloons. And then these bikers. And then these music performers. And then, yeah, he literally gets a crossbow and is about to shoot down the hot air balloons. Like, dang, no, Grunkle Stan. And yeah, Seuss is saying that maybe these people that are seeing the festival could be customers. Yeah, he's like, do you think these people would actually think to be customers? And yeah, we see Mabel go into this funeral home. And yeah, we see Robbie's parents. And yeah, even though they live in a funeral home, they're always so cheerful. And yeah, they welcome her in and see all these pictures of Robbie until now. Which, yeah. And we see his room, which is crossed out, like with some tape, and all these pictures. And yeah, of course, he's just blinded by the light, and yeah, just showing this dartboard that has Dipper on it, because him saying that Dipper ruined his love life. And yeah, Mabel just telling Robbie that she will be able to help him with his love life. And yeah, just trying to figure out exactly who could be matching with Robbie. And yeah, we see these the guys in Wendy's gang just trying to are sticking these snacks onto this guy's shirt just to try to sneak in snacks at the festival. And yeah, everybody is really loving Dipper. They really is loving his vibes. And then we get a tech that golf girl that is kind of like Robbie, saying of how or saying about a secret admirer. And yeah, they just of course send that whole text just to try to get her and Robbie, to try to be together. And yeah, just waiting. And of course, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going all that well when she gets there. And then yeah, just licking his elbow. And yeah, Mabel is just like, what's going on? I'm always good at stuff like this. And then we see the love god that comes out and making people literally just fall in love, different people. And yeah, Mabel goes over to the love god and yeah, so it gives this tape and just throws it in the trash. And apparently he can make anything fall in love. Like this skunk and this snake. And yeah, they're just all in love. But of course, we see all these potions that he does use, and just with the tap of the flick of his finger, he can manage to make people fall in love. But of course, obviously, he is gonna refuse taking anything for Mabel to get the potions, because yeah, he's saying that this type of stuff is very serious and not to be messed with. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. And yeah, Mabel steals a potion and pours it on these fries, and yeah, makes Robbie and the girl have sparkles in their eyes. And yeah, all of the others are getting ready for the whole party, or at the festival, and Mabel saying that Robbie ain't gonna be able to make it. And apparently, yeah, this actually is starting to mess up the group. Because, yeah, they start complaining with each other. And, yeah, it's ruining the whole group. Making them separate. And, yeah, Mabel may have made a very bad mistake. Because, again, the love god did mention, though. Right? He did mention that this type of stuff is not to be taken in the wrong hands. Right? Because it's a very serious thing. And, yeah, the guy is like, how could you do this? I let these guys push me around just to be part of the group, and y'all ruined it. And if y'all can find some other way to get Robbie to break up, then, yeah, the whole group ain't gonna be a group. And, of course, Mabel actually has an idea of what she can do. And, of course, that revolves around getting another potion from the love god. And yeah, we see all these people at the festival. And yeah, Grunkle Stan is getting Seuss to make this hot air balloon. And then yeah, we see Dipper and Mabel hiding. And yeah, just see Wendy and her friends just still angry. And they're just trying to get into the concert. And we see Robbie and the girl that he's in love with just walking, and yeah, they're having to find some way, which then they find the van of the love god, which trying to find a potion, and they find the anti-love potion, but of course the love god comes over to them, and yeah, they start to run away, and then they get onto the stage, and these guys trying to stop them, and the love god flying, and we see, or they find Robbie, which then it seems like it's too late because the love god catches up to them and places this potion. And so is all of Mabel's crushes as well. All of the boys that she had crushes on. And of course they're telling her to give them the potion. Which of course, yeah, Dipper's trying to stop her. And yeah, we see what Grunkle Stan is trying to do. Make this I Heart Kids balloon. And he's like, what the H? When the hot air balloon starts flying off without him. And yeah, literally the letter H and some of the letters start coming off. And then everybody is freaking out because the sign is now I Eat Kids. Like, yeah, that is very horrible. Yeah, the H and the R got removed. And now it's like I Eat Kids and everybody is, traumatized. And now it's setting on fire and crashing down. Which then, yeah, the love god then gets the potion and gets crushed by the whole hot air balloon. And yeah, everybody sees Grunkle Stan and they all run from Grunkle Stan. And yeah, the love god comes out from the hot air balloon and he's like, you want to mess with people's lives like this? Go ahead. I don't care anymore. And yeah, they then about to spray the potion, but then Robbie comes over and says that actually thanks Mabel and saying that he really helped her. Yeah, actually seeing him happy. And yeah, she just can't do it. She can't do this. Which they're going to have to find some other way for the group to get back together. Which immediately after, the group comes back together because, yeah, the guy that had the snacks, trying to sneak in the snacks, gets caught, and the security is trying to get him. And yeah, the whole group gets back together. And yeah, we just see Waddles and the goat with all these different pictures, which is just quite funny, I can just say for sure. Very, very funny indeed. And yeah, again, a really good episode, I would definitely say. And then we go to the next one, and it's another really good, cool episode. And it starts with Pacifica's parents, because they're getting ready for this party. And yeah, Pacifica has some very not really good parents, I would just say, telling her to get out of that dress, and even ringing this bell to shut her up as well. Which, yeah, like, that's not very well parenting, I would say. And yeah, all these silverware are floating, and they're trying to figure out who could manage to solve this case. And then they find the papers, and yeah, say Dipper on it. Which, yeah, Dipper is getting ready for this TV show, and we see on the news that everybody is getting ready to go into this party that Pacifica and her parents are hosting. And, of course, yeah, obviously Dipper is not wanting to help Pacifica, just because of how rude she's been to them. But then, yep, Pacifica then comes over to Dipper and saying that needs your help. And, of course, Mabel is like, this is the only chance we can be able to get into one of the biggest parties they would ever be able to go to. And, yeah, of course, Mabel's friends, it's a dream of theirs. Right? Candy and Greta, to go over to the party, which of course she gives them the invitations in exchange on dealing with this hauntedness. And yeah, we see the party and inside of the whole house, and yeah, these Dipper sees Pacifica's parents, and of course having to change into something more fitting. And of course seeing all of the lines of the family success, even though, they're not what they were before, right? And yeah, they see the guest list and these different boys and stuff that they're talking about. And then Dipper goes into this room, which is seemingly the case of where the hauntedness is coming from, and showing these different pages, and have to splash with this potion, and goes over using this, looks like a metal detector, and Yeah, that is creepy. Like, the lumberjack from this painting was there before, and now it's gone. And then we see literal blood. Yeah, blood coming out of these animals' mouths. And, yeah, fire then spraying out. And, yeah, all these things just floating. And, yeah, this skeleton coming out. And it's the dead lumberjack spirit that comes out and chasing them. And then, yeah, pray for mercy. Which is quite funny advice. And, yeah, all the guests arrive. And, yeah, Mabel just trying to tell Candy to put the whole... trying to figure out chocolate or cheese. And, yeah, we see one of the boys that come in, and, yeah, they are just absolutely astonished. But, of course, they're saying that they took an oath. Which, yeah, but, of course, they're not going to be able to resist, though. They're not going to be able to resist taking the oath. And, yeah, Dipper is being stopped by Pacifica because she says that they can't go into this room. And, yeah, they end up going through this painting and almost getting captured by the spirit, and actually gets captured and, yeah, gives Dipper a hug and pays Dipper, like, can I just pay you to forget, like, none of this even happened? And, yeah, they thank Dipper for the help. And, yeah, Pacifica is like, are you leaving already? Like, not wanting him to leave, because I'm talking about how this is the biggest party. But, of course, he has to go and dispose of this spirit. And, yeah, he's actually saying to himself that they actually do not seem as bad as he actually thought. But then the spirit then tells Dipper about how he was one of the ones that actually built the house that Pacifica and her family are living in. And after countless building and sacrifices, they were not allowed in. Yeah, and of course, he gets angry. And after he ends up getting killed with an axe to the head that ends up getting hit in, yeah, like, this is the truth that they have been hiding. And yeah, he just cannot believe that Pacifica would have lied to him about this. And yeah, goes over back to Pacifica and saying that she is just as bad as her parents. And yeah, he tries to look through the book and yeah, ends up releasing the spirit. And of course having to go and stop it. While Mabel is having a very bad flirting. Like, yes, he needs some work, I would say. And then, of course, Grenda comes and, of course, is very upset. And ends up flicking the guy on the nose. Like, making him look down and then doing the whole finger upwards. And, yeah, he is just has this look in his eyes. Like, he actually liked it. And then, yeah, they're about to perform a toast. But then the spirit comes and turns everybody into wood. And the animals are coming to life as well. Which then Dipper goes over to Pacifica. And she says of how her whole family not only is a lie, but have done a lot of criminal things in their past. But Dipper tells Pacifica that she can be different than her screwy parents and her family. And yeah, we see that even Mabel and her friends have got turned into wood. And Dipper gets zapped and gets turned into wood too. But then Pacifica confronts the spirit, and of course her parents come and tell her to get in, even ringing that stupid bell. And of course, yeah, she does the right thing and opens the gates and yeah, letting everybody in. And yeah, everybody gets unwood. And yeah, everybody is just having a good time. Like, I really do not like her parents, though. They are really not good parents, I would say. And yeah, they're wondering, Mabel and her friends are wondering what happened when they finally come out of it. And yeah, they apologize, of course, and everything works out. And yeah, that guy actually liked for what she actually did to him, and actually writes his phone number on her head. Like, yeah, she actually managed to get a score, I would say. And yeah, Dipper going back to Pacifica, and yeah, it's like, just forget about what your parents are thinking about this party if they don't like this party. This party is amazing. And yeah, they say what they're standing on, and yeah, they just make a mess of it. Like, yeah, that's justified. Pacifica doing that, like, yeah, forget if it's very important or anything. Because again, this party is very big, and that's what matters. But then, Old Man McGucket comes over to Dipper and tells him that he actually fixed the computer. And he has feared something big is coming. Which then, he shows this threat on the computer and a timer that is coming. But of course, Dipper's like, can we just wait until tomorrow? Because there's a big party. But then, we see, of course, this picture as well, which has pretty much looks like Bill. And we see these agents, those agents from before, that are disguised themselves from the party. But yeah, things are looking to gonna be getting very serious here, especially with that whole threat that is coming. What Old Man McGucket is saying. But yeah, really good episodes here. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me